However, General Chun Du-hwan, who had grown steadily as a political soldier, turned away from the public opinion and took power by launching a coup, December the 12th, 1979. In the spring of the following year, the fever for democratization heated up university districts across the country, and many people welcomed the spring of Seoul. Then, Mr. Chun brutally murdered students and citizens demanding democracy in Gwangju, the stronghold of the powerful opposition leader Kim Dae-jung. This was the starting point of the Gwangju democratization movement. After inflicting many casualties in Gwangju, General Chun succeeded in taking office as president. However, the blood of citizens and students shed in Gwangju was not in vain. With the emergence of the so-called 386 generation, 386, the democratization movement became an impressive historical trend that ran through the 1980s. Young people in their 30s who were born in the 1960s and went to university in the 1980s emerged as game changers in the 1980s. Today, they are in their 50s, so they are called 586 generation or 586. Amid the fierce democratization movements, Korea has grown into an export-oriented country to the extent that it is called Korea Co. Ltd. in the international community. As the economy expanded, labor unions were organized in the large Korean companies such as Hyundai Motor Company to fight for wages. As a result, wages for workers in large corporations soared and a new middle class was formed in Korea. Since the 1990s, the country has become an industrial power attracting global attentions. It also made many achievements in shipbuilding and steel industry and started out in the new industries such as industrial branches such as semiconductors and mobile phones. Today, Korea has emerged as one of the world's leading industrialized countries. The IMF crisis came briefly in the middle, but the national economy recovered rapidly. Of course, it is true that the number of non-regular workers has increased significantly since then, and the job market has become very unstable. At the beginning of the 21st century, President Kim Dae-jung of the South and the Chairman Kim Jong-il from the North held an inter-Korean summit, which is the aspiration of the citizens of North and South Korea, and opened a new path toward independent and peaceful reunification. The road to peaceful unification was laid again by President Roh Moo-hyun, but now it is in a status of lull. But I have no doubt that at any time the road will open again. Modern Korea is considered one of the rare examples in the world history to make economic leaps and to achieve political reforms in the several decades. It is similar to neighboring Taiwan in many ways, but many experts stress that Korea is definitely superior to other countries. By the way, from the end of the 20th century, the so-called Korean wave started to blow. Korean artists in various performing arts, drama, and film are really popular worldwide. Maybe it's because you too started to pay attention to Korea through the Korean waves. The cultural achievement of modern Korea, based on the tradition of original performing arts, such as pansori and nongak music or songs of Korean shamans, will captivate the hearts of the world for a long time to come. Summary and prospects. Looking back toward the end of the 19th century, Korea was facing the worst hardship in her history. However, it would be nice to see that the country overcame it in a century and reclaimed the historical place that it originally occupied. Outstanding American scholar Bruce Cummings once said that Korea is like a phoenix. In its long history, Korea has had the experience of creating its own unique culture through the fusion of various foreign cultures. As a result, it is presumed that today it has been well received by people around the world, economically, politically, and culturally. However, if you look at the history of Korea, you will discover the one problem. The country's old tradition of the civil service examinations are really ambivalent. There are advantages achieved by immersion in the examination systems, but I think that they impose too much stress on each citizen. When will Korean people be able to get out of trial hell on their own? Also, when will reconciliation and cooperation between the two Korean states be established? The inter-Korean issues are also a major obstacle that threaten the future of Korea. But it is expected that the improvement will be difficult. It's unfortunate. Thank you for listening to my lecture for